members, dear participants and students. A very warm welcome to the valedictory ceremony of Samanvay International Mediation Competition 23 at Himachal Pradesh National Law University, Shimla. I, Dr. Sarita, Director of Center for Alternative Dispute Resolution and Professional Skills, feel honored to stand before you today to celebrate the conclusion of this exciting event. I would like to extend our deepest gratitude to our esteemed dignitaries, assessors, faculty members, and the organizing committee who dedicated their time and expertise to ensure the success of this event. In our global landscape, conflicts, whether in business, law, or international relations, are inevitable. The art of mediation has emerged as a beacon of hope, offering an alternative path towards resolving disputes without the need for prolonged legal battles or adversarial confrontations. Therefore, it is evident that international mediation competitions are not just about winning trophies or accolades, they are about shaping the future of conflict resolution, fostering a culture of dialogue, empathy, and collaboration. Commencing the ceremony with the lighting of the lamp. The lighting of the lamp, a timeless tradition, holds a deep significance in our culture. It symbolizes the dispelling of darkness and the arrival of enlightenment. It reminds us that knowledge is the most powerful weapon and wisdom is the beacon that leads us to understanding and enlightenment. To commence this event, let us seek blessings from the divine and invoke knowledge and wisdom with the Saraswati Vandana. So I request all the dignitaries for the lighting of the lamp. Distinguished speakers here today to celebrate this momentous occasion. It's a privilege to gather under this roof and your presence makes it even more special. I take this moment to express our gratitude, respect for these remarkable individuals. With this, I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am to facilitate our distinguished guest, Professor Dr. Ranbir Singh Ji.
दिल्ली में तो काम आएगी पॉल्यूशन पे ऊपर रख लो
and heritage. The lyrics of a Kulgeet are often designed to inspire and motivate. They can still instill a sense of purpose, ambition, and commitment to excellence in the minds of students, reminding them of the institution's aspirations and achievements. Our university Kulgeet is beautifully composed by our Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am. In the spirit of in the spirit of celebrating our institution's spirit, let us raise our voices and joyously sing the Kulgeet of Himachal Pradesh National Law University. I request all of us to rise for the national Kulgeet of the university.
योगः करं सुकौशलम् योगः करं सुकौशलम् हिमाचल प्रदेश राष्ट्र विधि विश्वविद्यालय विश्व गुरु बनना क्यों न गुरूर करें हिमालय से ऊंचा मस्तक जिसका दूरदर्शिता आसमान की परतें चिरे हवाएं झूम झूम नाम ले जिसका बर्फ को माता में दृढ़ता भरे विधि के हर विधान की मस्तक झुके कर वेदी है संविधान की प्यार करे शक्ति शासन के प्राण की और अपने भारत देश महान की तथ्य से अवगत करा तत्व अंगीकृत कराए तर्क को अंगीभूत करा वितर्क की पूर्ण आहुति डलवाए कहता है हर युवा यहाँ लेखनी और वाणी वीर बने कानूनी मदद का दरिया बहा वाद विवाद प्रतिद्वंदी बने के आंचल से चुरा सफेदी चलाओ न्यायालय संस्कारों से मिटाए अन्याय श्वेत श्याम वर्दी ख्याति बढ़े देवभूमि की जिससे न्याय की देवी का रूप सजा जहाँ स्थापित करे सिंहासन सुनहरा कुंदन बन संवरे विद्यार्थी यहाँ सारे जग में एक हो नारा हिमाचल प्रदेश राष्ट्र विधि विश्वविद्यालय विश्व गुरु बनना है क्यों न गुरूर करें
Now I request dignitaries to approach the dais. Thank you. This competition has been an exhilarating journey where bright minds from across the globe came together to engage in the art of mediation. It provided a platform for participants to showcase their skills, share knowledge, and foster mutual understanding in dispute resolution. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am. Though Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am needs no introduction, however, for the matter of this ceremony, I would like to introduce our Honorable Vice Chancellor of Himachal Pradesh National Law University, Shimla, Professor Dr. Nishtha Jaswal. Ma'am is an outstanding personality who has played a pivotal role as an important instrumentality in the progress of our university. Her dedication, leadership, and vision have left an indelible mark on our institution. From the very beginning, she demonstrated an unwavering commitment to academic excellence and research. Ma'am has more than 35 years of experience and various national and international awards, International Extraordinary Women Award, Most Influential Women Award. Beyond her scholarly achievements, Ma'am has always been a driving force for positive change. As the head, she tirelessly advocated for educational reforms and innovation. Her vision for interdisciplinary collaboration led to the creation of several research centers including CADR and professional skills. Under her guidance, university's endowment has grown significantly, enabling the expansion of facilities, scholarships, and academic programs. Ma'am is a true embodiment of leadership and progress in academia. Her dedication to university's growth and development, combined with her outstanding contributions to teaching and research, make her an indispensable personality in our journey towards excellence. Ma'am's able leadership and unwavering support have been the cornerstone of our university's success. On behalf of Center, I welcome you, ma'am. It's my privilege to invite Honorable Vice Chancellor.
Professor Dr. Ranveer Singh, Pro-Chancellor, IILM University, Gurugram. Better introduction would be Bhishma Pitama of legal education. Professor Paramjeet S. Jaswal, Vice Chancellor, SRM University, Sonipat. Professor Naveen Sirohi, who has joined online. Mr. Divyansh Rathi, Managing Partner, Exidum and Rathi. Other guests present here, I welcome others also. Mr. Divyansh Rathi already is here. Mr. Pratmesh, Miss Sarvari Pandit, Mr. Vivek Tanwar, Miss Sumedha Rathi, faculty members, participants and students. I feel by now it's clear to everybody present here that I speak from my heart, especially after displaying the Kulki. So few lines for the assessors, for the guests, for the participants. आज सरल स्नेह सुरों में स्नेह समझौता सिखाने आए हैं। आज सरल स्नेह सुरों में स्नेह समझौता सिखाने आए हैं। बांटो पर करो ना बंटवारा, ये दिल में बसाने आए हैं। बांटो पर करो ना बंटवारा, ये दिल में बसाने आए हैं। स्पर्धी भी स्पर्धा से ईर्ष्या को छुड़ाने आए हैं। स्वागत पुष्प बिछा राहों में आजीवन हम बुलाने आए हैं। All of you from the deepest core of my heart, we have concluded this international mediation competition Samanvay. As we talked even during inaugural session also, Samanvay, which means harmony. So the main aim is to have harmony. When can we have harmony? When we have peace, peace of mind. And especially in law university, when can we have peace of mind? When we train our students that it is their sacred duty to wipe every tear from every eye. I can quote Honorable Justice Krishna here when he very rightly said about the role of lawyers. Law is not a trade, not briefs, not merchandise. So the heaven of commercial competition should not vulgarize the legal profession. Perhaps this is in our mind when we are concentrating on and promoting alternate dispute resolution system, and because of that only we have the center here and we are organizing such competitions. I must tell all the participants, in fact this is not merely for the participants, even I, whenever I talk about it, I try to imbibe in me the same value. Yat karma kritva purvascha karishyam cha eva lajjati tat jayam vidusha sarvam tamsam guna lakshanam. Which means, if the conscious feels guilty about an act, the act is a sin. So we must keep ourselves away from sin. There is no sin committed by any court of law. Court of law is always bound by the technicalities and procedural boundaries of the law. But ultimately, what we get, when we get, whether we become satisfied, whether we have status quo granted, I think answer to all the questions will be capital no. But as we are human beings, we love each other, we fight with one another. If the fight is a limited one, there may be difference of opinion, difference in thinking, but when the difference goes beyond that domain and we fight for small things and ultimately we land into litigation. Even though I am from National Law University where lawyers are being prepared for this purpose only, but still I would say ultimately the role of law may not be justice, but there must be peaceful resolution. And we very often says, yatra dharma tatra jaya. Where there is righteousness, only then we have the real victory, whatever we do. And for real victory, what is required? I think for the last 2 days and even before that in the preliminary round, this is what we were talking about, how to mediate, how to resolve the issues. And I can quote Dalai Lama when he said, the best way to resolve any problem in the human world is for all sides to sit down and talk. To quote Mahatma Gandhi, peace is not the absence of conflict, but the ability to cope with it. So, what we do through mediation, we try our best. Wherever misunderstandings are there, wherever disputes are there, we must understand how to cope with those issues and how to ultimately land into some kind of resolution. Resolution which is for the benefit of both the parties. Even though I know I am going to win, but ultimately am I winner? Suppose the litigation continues for 10, 15 years or maybe beyond that, when even the generations may vanish. Are we satisfied? Answer will be no. I really appreciate the participants, the students, the future of this nation, that they made the best effort. They worked very hard to participate in this competition. I don't know what is the result. Result will be in front of you, will be declared soon. It doesn't make any difference. Who won? You must have the satisfaction how you mediated, how you try to resolve the issue. Because this is a lesson, this is a preparation for future. And if you continue doing it, not only on professional front, but even at individual front, your family front, your societal issues, and ultimately, I have trust that you will prove true the slogan of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam. The whole earth is our family. Wherever we go, we will always resolve through amicable means, whatever the situation may be. I would just like to quote Kinche's, beautiful in fact, when we talk about competition. Life is not a competition. Life is about helping and inspiring others so we can each reach our potential. And what is required for that potential? We always say, asiddharthe nivartano nahi dima krita dhamma, which means the strong-minded ones, once having put in efforts, do not turn back till they have achieved their objective. Now this is the message I want to give to all the participants. When you have stepped forward, never think of coming back. If you have decided to do something good in life, there is no backward journey. Destination is ahead. And finally, I'll conclude. Again, as I said, I am a poet. Now this is regarding mediation only. जन्म दिया रब ने स्नेह से संजोकर, जन्म दिया रब ने स्नेह से संजोकर, चैन मिला हमें झगड़ों के कांटों से उसे सजाकर, चैन मिला हमें झगड़ों के कांटों से उसे सजाकर, मैं और मेरी मलकियत के झगड़ों ने मेरा मन न झंझोड़ा, मैं और मेरी मलकियत के झगड़ों ने मेरा मन न झंझोड़ा, अच्छा लगा खुद को बेच, पैरों में चुभता राह का हर रोड़ा. You know, this is the consequence when you enter into any kind of litigation. सह न सका यह वकील, मैं सह न सका कि यह वकील न मेरा दोस्त है न मेरा भाई, सह न सका कि यह वकील न मेरा दोस्त है न मेरा भाई, जब उतर गई खाल तब याद आया कैसा होता है कसाई, जब उतर गई खाल तब याद आया कैसा होता है ये कसाई, बड़े बूढ़ों ने बड़ा समझाया था करने को समझौता, बड़े बूढ़ों ने बड़ा समझाया था करने को समझौता, गंगा भी मैली हो गई अब हाथ कहाँ जाके मैं धोता, गंगा भी मैली हो गई अब हाथ कहाँ जाके मैं धोता. धन्य हुए जब पुनः अपनी संस्कृति को अपनाया, धन्य हुए जब पुनः अपनी संस्कृति को अपनाया, मध्यस्थता को मिले मित्र, विष निगलने को महादेव अवतार आया, मध्यस्थता को मिले मित्र, विष निगलने को महादेव अवतार आया. Finally, I pray to God, ए रब संभाल मुझे, ए रब संभाल मुझे, पर पीड़ा की करूं पहचान, ए रब संभाल मुझे पर पीड़ा की करूं पहचान, एक दूजे को समझे और करें हर हक का मान, एक दूजे को समझे और करें हर हक का मान.
Thank you, ma'am. It's always a pleasure to listen to you with beautiful lines of poetry. You have rightly said ADR is going back to our own traditions. You have given various examples for it. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's really a nice way. I have the honor to introduce our guest of honor, Mr. Divyansh Rathi, Managing Partner, Lexidem and Rathi, Founder, Latest Laws and Indian Dispute Resolution Center. Mr. Rathi completed his BA LLB from University School of Law, IPU, New Delhi. Thereafter, he pursued his LLM from King's College, London, in International Dispute Resolution. He is the founder of latestlaws.com and Indian Dispute Resolution Center. He is the managing partner of Lexidem and Rathi law firm. He is associate member of Chartered Institute of Arbitrators. He has been practicing in various fields of law like civil law, criminal law, commercial disputes, arbitration, mediation, etc. He is also a trained certified mediator. He is currently practicing in Supreme Court of India and Delhi High Court. Now I request Mr. Rathi to deliver his address.
Thank you, ma'am, for such a warm welcome. I would like to thank Vice Chancellor ma'am and Registrar sir for inviting me to join this event. And it's my pleasure to join the valedictory ceremony today. And yesterday also I was here. I judged the semi-final rounds of this competition. So it was very enlightening to see the participants mediate in this competition, and it was a very nice competition that happened between the teams yesterday. So I would like start my speech with enlightening the participants on some basics, although they are participating in this mediation competition. So basically mediation is a very important tool of dispute resolution, and it's not only important at higher levels. It starts from village level, then it goes to district. Like district courts, we have mediation competition. Mediation cells are there for mediations. Then there is high mediation cell at High Court, mediation cell at Supreme Court. So at different levels, right from the village till the apex court, we have mediation cells. And mediation has been over the years formally recognized by the law, like by Civil Procedure Code is there, and also now we have Mediation Act 2023, which is the most important step one can say in the history or timeline of mediation in India. So that has been a very important aspect of recognizing mediation. And so mediation is an idea imbibes a lot of things in itself, which includes severability, flexibility, which many students which must have seen duration of the competition, party participation, consensus, self-reflection, preservation of ongoing relationships, or even in many cases peaceful termination of relationships. So basically mediation fosters peace and healthier interpersonal relationships. In India we see a lot of mediation happens through courts in matrimonial disputes. That is most closest form which an individual can at different levels in the society come across mediation. And mediation has been part of our different luminaries have talked about mediation, have done mediations, and eminent personalities like Mahatma Gandhi, Abraham Lincoln, Nani Palkhiwala have taken pleasure and pride in settling cases out of courts, uniting the parties who are in conflict and have discouraged litigation. And I would like to quote Gautam Buddha. He said, better than thousand hollow words is one word that gives peace. So coming back to mediation through courts, it happens in India, has been happening over the years, but now we're coming with Mediation Act 2023. If anyone has gone through it, it provides for institutional mediation, or one can call private mediation. This is apart from the courts. So earlier it wasn't as recognized, one could get an MOU or something, but enforceability was the biggest issue, so one had to go to court. So with coming of Mediation Act, institutional mediation has been recognized, and hopefully over the years it will give same success as the court attached mediation. And also one of the it also recognizes community mediations. One can say it might be relating to panchayat system, recognizing institutionally the panchayat system. So that has been given recognition. So institutional mediation under IDRC, since its inception, when we launched IDRC 2020, it has been part of our institution and under the mediation rules. So it will give growth to institutions, other institutions. India is a very large geographical area, so other institutions will also have a benefit from it. And yesterday when I saw the participants in my semi-final rounds, I must say that the students performed really well, and they performed the mediation in a very successful manner, and as if they were really diplomats and mediators sitting in a high-stake mediation, sorry. So that was a really nice thing. So now I would like to move on and give brief introduction what IDRC is and how we promote arbitration and mediation. So in recent times, the government of India has given a major push to, one can say, arbitration, and like I told you, Mediation Act has come. And our PM Narendra Modi has been very vocal and in promoting alternate dispute resolution, which includes both arbitration and mediation. PM Modi, recently speaking at Bar Council of India's International Lawyers Conference, stated that only solution to the woes of Indian legal system is to promote ADR, mechanisms like arbitration and mediation. He stressed that these systems have been part of our society since hundreds of years, and it's just that the government now has brought law like Mediation Act to give such decisions a right, a legal recognition and enforceability of such decisions. And thus, now coming to arbitration, in India a lot of arbitrations post like till 2015, 2019 was happening ad hoc, and institutions like IDRC are now being promoted by government through different schemes. And also the Supreme Court of India in TRF, if anyone has read, Perkins Eastman has discouraged ad hoc arbitrations where sole arbitrators were appointed and other party was not given a chance to participate in such hearings. So IDRC helps such cases through our institutional rules, that are domestic arbitration rules are there. So such things are being done by neutral arbitrators who are appointed through IDRC panel of arbitrators by the parties, not on the whims and fancies of any one party. So IDRC is a not-for-profit organization. We have our arbitration, mediation and conciliation rules and our in-house ADR, online ADR platform. IDRC is registered with Niti Aayog and empaneled with Ministry of Law and Justice, Government of India. IDRC was inaugurated in the year 2020 by Justice A.K. Sikri, former Judge, Supreme Court of India. So apart from providing arbitration, mediation, we have included very new concepts which are at very early stages of development in India, which are early neutral evaluation and expert determination, which are very useful internationally, where the parties before going to dispute or even going before mediation and arbitration can give their dispute to a neutral person to decide whether they should go ahead with this dispute or not. So that's something very very new, and through IDRC we are conducting online hearings, physical hearings at our office at Connaught Place, Delhi. So, and such thousands of hearings we have conducted since 2020. Now coming to, we conducted recently, completed 3 years, we had an Arbitrate in India conclave, so as to ensure and promote why should the disputes between two domestic parties are going to Singapore or Dubai, why they should not be settled through Indian institutions. So we had DCI chairman and former judges, Justice M.R. Shah, Supreme Court of India, Justice Indu Malhotra, S.G. Tushar Mehta sir, Tejas Karya from SAM, and Advocate Shashank in the event. So IDRC basically is on its path to growth as a major institution in domestic arbitration, international arbitration and mediation. Moving on, I would like to briefly cover its sister concern, latestlaws.com, which I started around in my law school, like many of you are law students, so it started around 10 years ago, and we are one of the leading legal journalism websites in India. We are providing free downloadable state and central Bail Acts, even in Hindi, and latest legal news both in Hindi and English, articles, Supreme Court case analysis, Supreme Court judgments. So at Latest Laws we have more than 10 lakh monthly visitors and more than 8 lakh mobile app downloads, which is absolutely free to access, and 4.5 lakh Facebook followers and different and huge following on other social media platforms. And this app is particularly important for law students, and many of them you are here, so that You can gain more opportunities through us. You can join us as campus ambassadors or do online or physical internships. You can join as guest legal correspondents, hone your legal journalism and writing skills through us, which will be, with my experience over 3 to 4 years of these programs, has been very useful as a lawyer to many of the law students who have gone through our program. So these things are mobile applications are very useful for. We have offline Bear Acts on a mobile application. So any one of you who is not even connected to internet, you have more than 200 Bear Acts on the go on both iOS and Android. So latest laws organizes seminars, workshops for training of the students, and it was awarded Best Legal Portal of the Year award by Indian National Bar Association. So I would like to encourage students who are here and ask their friends to join latest laws. They can send their CV and writing samples to internships at the latestlaws.com and then join us in different capacities. So with this, I would like to end my speech, and I would again like to thank Professor Nishtha Jaiswal, the respected Vice Chancellor and Center of ADR and Professional Skills, HPNLU, for inviting us for this competition and for their hospitality. Looking forward to visiting this campus again. Thank you.
Thank you so much for highlighting the advantages of alternative dispute resolution and specifically mediation. And thank you, sir, for providing us the opportunity that our students can be a part of your latest laws, etc. Now we have another great personality with us, Professor Dr. Naveen Sirohi. Sirohi sir has joined us virtually. His contributions to the field of mediation have been commendable. A banker turned academician, Professor Dr. Naveen Sirohi is the founding head of School of Finance at Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs, a think tank of Government of India. Possessing a unique blend of 20 plus years of experience across corporate, academia and government, he is contributing to the success of corporate sector in India through the mandate of capacity building, education, research and consultancy. After holding various managerial positions in the banking industry across public and private banks, he moved to academia and is now contributing to provide academic and administrative leadership. He has conducted 100 plus executive educational programs catering to more than 5,000 corporate executive and government officials on contemporary financial and leadership themes across the globe. Dr. Sirohi is the director of Forum of Indian Regulators Center at IICA, which is the knowledge, research and capacity building hub for the central and state government regulators in India. He is a visiting faculty in various reputed institutions, universities, central and state training academies. I take this pride to invite you, sir, for your address.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I hope I am audible to you all. So, Professor Nisha ma'am, Ranveer Singh sir, glad to see you after a long time. Last time we met in NLU Delhi, sir, during your days. P.S. Jaswal sir, Mr. Rathi, Dr. S.S. Jaswal, faculty members, participants, and students. So we are running a little behind schedule, so I'll try to wrap up my thoughts in 4 to 5 minutes. So first of all, I would have loved to be present in person there, but we have a delegation already arriving today, and we have a delegation training starting tomorrow, so I couldn't join. So apologies for that, and still thanks for considering this virtual efforts. Every idea has its time, and I think the time for ADR as an idea has come in India, and mediation in specifically has come. As my friend Divyansh mentioned, the Mediation Act recently is a clear-cut indication that the time has come for mediation as an evolved profession, and it will only help the our country in our vision and mission of Bharat at 2047, where we looking at a broader perspective from government side when India wants to emerge as a global leader. We, as a global leader, is not just economic numbers or GDPs or your financial strength. Leadership is all about the kind of leadership you show as a team member, as a responsible family member of the philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam that we have shown us. So I think ADR has been in our roots since long in Indian philosophy. The time has come. From government side, we see a lot of wastage. I think the formal litigation process has its disadvantages, and those disadvantages has affected our progress growth, our trajectory in the past. There are so many government-to-government disputes. There are so many CPSCs, public sector undertakings disputes, private sector disputes, and issues where a lot of time is wasted. Since we work closely with the government sector and the corporate sector on both sides of the intersection, and for a businessman, I think the main job is to do the business, not to handle the disputes. And any businessman as such would like to get the disputes resolved as fast and as cost effectively as. So yes, I think this ADR ecosystem has to be strengthened. Although the time has come, we all are bullish about it, but India is a big country and we have a problem of plenty, which is also an opportunity of plenty if we see from the other side. But we need to create a robust ecosystem. And one important critical component of that ecosystem is trained mediators. And I'm so happy for HPNLU that they have conducted, this is the third version of this flagship program. And these things are required because normal training programs are fine, but these competitions actually polish you more towards the practical nuances of the trade, of the craft. So I should really compliment you, ma'am, and the team completely. At IICA, a little bit about Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs. So Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs is a unique institution, I would say, across the globe, because we sit at the intersection of government and regulatory bodies on one side and corporate sector, business community and professionals on the other side. And we work on contemporary issues including CSR, corporate governance, valuation, mediation, arbitration, ESG, competition law, market regulation, all these fields. And recently we have also started a center of excellence on ADR. We have been into mediation training for the last 6 years. We have trained about 350 plus mediators so far, including one delegation from Bangladesh, government officers. And now we are coming up with a very robust program on arbitration. We want to play only on the soft side, the intellectual side, research side, capacity building side, and we want to contribute our part in strengthening the ADR ecosystem. I'm so glad to connect with HPNLU and then definitely Mr. Divyans, you are also based out of Delhi, so we will catch up sometime soon. Ranbir sir, I'll pay you a visit soon and your new campus. I look forward to take your blessings. So with this, I'll just wish, I will not come between the results and the final ceremony now. Wish all the participants all the best and thanks to ma'am and team for inviting me. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to introduce our esteemed chief guest for today, Professor Dr. Ranbir Singh, Pro-Chancellor of IILM University. His presence adds immense value to this occasion. Sir, words cannot fully express our gratitude for your presence. Professor Singh is the founding Vice Chancellor of National Law University, Delhi. He is a council member of Association of Commonwealth Universities, UK, Vice President of and Exco member of SARC Law India, member of Eminent Persons Advisory Group of Competition Commission of India, member of State Higher Education Council constituted by Government of NCT Delhi. Sir is the founding Vice Chancellor of Nalsar University of Law. He has been there for 10 years as a Vice Chancellor of the well-known premier institution for the legal education and research in this country. He has been Vice Chancellor for more than 18 years. He is more than 22 years. He is a member of Board of Governors of Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs, Advisory Board and Executive Council of Maharashtra National Law University. Sir had been the member of 19th Law Commission of India too. Professor Singh is an outstanding personality who has played a pivotal role as an important instrumentality in the history of HPNLU also. Under his guidance, the university's endowment has grown significantly. Sir has also been a mentor and inspiration to countless students. He has nurtured young talents and instilled in them a passion for learning and discovery. Now I request Sir to grace the occasion with his words of wisdom.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. You have to give a very long introduction of the speaker when you have to convince the audience that the right person has been called. Mr. I must congratulate you. I am told that you had more than 20 teams participating in this program. Congratulations to HPNLU. Under your leadership, you have done a fabulous job. And also my best of greetings to the participating teams, online and offline. Online, I'm sure when you will tell the offline fellows that Shimla weather was so beautiful when we visited Shimla. I also came because of the weather, because you know what is happening in Delhi. And not today, tomorrow I'm traveling to Delhi, and I'm really scared. Really scared. But Mr. You all deserve praise for what transformation you have made to this place. I have been coming to this place right from day one, and the way I see this university growing every day, not every month, I find different things in the morning, and I'm sometimes worried because people of course say men may come, men may go, I go on forever, but people certainly make a difference in the institutions. But I wish anybody who comes after you will at least take care of what you started. All the best to you and all the best to HPNLU. We have Paramjit Jaswal with me. It is very difficult to praise a friend. You can fight with. Fighting with a friend is more easy than to praise him. Actually, I brought him from Delhi, and see my flight. I have to leave him again back again. And it's such a joy to travel with him to this place. And I mostly try whenever Mr. will invite me, I'll ask her, is Paramjit coming? Because since I have to pick him up or he'll pick me up, it becomes a fun to travel together. Friends are great asset in life. Let me share with you. I also see Mr. Rathi, Mr. Soi spoke online. I was in a board for number of years, and Mr. Vivek, nice connecting with you and other important people present here. We have Rishad this one, and faculty members with whom I connect very well, but I'm not finding time to go to their classes. The next time I come, I'll go to your classes also. And participating teams. Somebody asked me that, what is the idea of these law schools or the law universities? What is your mandate? Anybody? What is our mandate? What should be our mandate? क्या करना चाहिए? Research तो एक एक्टिविटी हो. मैंडेट क्या है? मैंडेट क्या है? मैंडेट जिससे एक्शन का मैंडेट होता है ना, हम आपको ये देंगे, हम आपको वो देंगे, आपको वो देंगे ना. Somebody asked me this question when I was attending the conference of the IAU, for which I have been a member for a long time. I said, for me, the mandate would be to produce a generation of professionals in any field. It may be law, it may be medical, it may be engineering. Those who are technically sound. Number one. Technically sound will mean they understand the interface between law and technology and the importance of the interface between technology and law. Nobody can understand more than you now. The way we are looking at AI, the interface of AI with law, and the way AI is impacting everybody's. I heard a lecture long back in UK by a very renowned advocate. I went there to attend a conference on law and justice. He spoke very well, and he was the person who did AI, PhD in AI in 1980 from Oxford. Can you believe that? I was in fact shocked to know that this is how the so far in the year 1980 people started talking about that, and we got up so late. So the interface between technology and law is very, very important. But one thing about Indians is very important. Basically, we are status quoist. We don't believe in change. We don't want to change. We say हम बहुत अच्छे, हम बिल्कुल ठीक है, कोई गड़बड़ नहीं है हमारी, नहीं? Legal aid भी होगी तो कहेंगे नहीं कोई legal aid नहीं है, सब गड़बड़ है. It will take away the briefs of the lawyers, and we are not shifting the courts from Karkaruva to this place. We will say no. But once we accept it, once we accept that change, we are full into it with full vigor. Right? We are seeing cricket now. We are full into it, and then we can do anything, right? And few days back, not days back, 4 years back, I was in Washington attending a conference. The place where I was staying, the manager will every time come and sit with me, knowing that I'm from India. He was from Indonesia, and I say, start talking about India, Indian technicians and the software people, engineers and all that. So I said, you are so fond of India, Dr. Singh, you don't understand. 24% in IT sector in USA are from one state only, that is Andhra Pradesh. 40% are from India, if you look at the entire India. And today, if you people, you guys, you decide to go back, the entire IT industry of USA will collapse. No, that is the power of India. That is the power of professionals. That is the power of people like you. Today, when the law school started in 1988, I was a part of that, and then went to Hyderabad and then to Delhi. When I travel, I find best of professionals, best of professors in universities, best of professors in firms, in law firms, and they are doing extremely good job. And this all happened because after the establishment of the law schools, we started. It's not that we were not good earlier; we were good earlier also. But after these institutions came up, as somebody said, that we were serious about research. So one important factor which is very phenomenally important is technology and law. Second is the professionally competent, technically sound, professionally competent. Now, why I ask somebody, why more course? Why should we have more course? Why should we have mediation competitions? Because we want to train you as good advocates. And these are the competitions through which we train you as good advocates. And third, which is very important for me, that apart from being technically sound and professionally competent, you should be socially relevant. I have no idea what was the problem of mediation with us, but I believe that whether we organize moods or whether we organize negotiation skills. We do it with Harvard Smith every time. Parsons is a good friend of mine. And or we organize these mediation competitions. We should have the focus as society. I normally find that we are more into international kind of problems, where we are talking about. It's good to talk about Russia and Ukraine, no problem. I've seen Ukraine is a beautiful place, beautiful people, but it is more relevant to talk about India, Indian society, the problems we are facing, whether it is moods, whether it is mediation, whether it is negotiation. If we rather discuss our problems, then we connect more than what we do at the international level. So it is very good and it is very important that apart from that we produce lawyers who are technically sound, professionally competent, those who are also socially relevant. And when we say socially relevant, that's why we introduce the concept of legal aid. Like a doctor would earn a lot of money, but at the end of the day, he will see that 1 hour and see patients free. I will not charge any fee from them. And I have seen many advocates in the Supreme Court, in the High Court, and even the lower courts, those who have decided that they are not going to charge any fee from a poor person. That makes you socially relevant. And if somebody, and I said, why these competitions like moot courts or the negotiation skills or mediation, what kind of qualities it will nurture? I started noting down some points, and I found that it nurtures research. Because apart from what research you do in your projects, that is something you feel it is imposed on you by the teachers. But when you have to participate in a moot or in a mediation competition or negotiation competition of your own, I have seen the students working in the library whole night of their own without any outside authority. Now that is something which you imbibe a quality that I'm going to be good at research through this. So that's a very good sign. Secondly, the art of advocacy. There are various advocacy skills. Sometimes you can call Mr. Rati and he will tell you that how many advocacy skills are there. How should you stand? How should you talk? How should you smile? And body language and all those and communicate, right? And then art of speaking. So the way, can you speak very fast? Can you speak very slow? Or can you speak very loudly? Or now there is art in speaking also. That training is very important. And that's how through these competitions the judges, those who come to judge you, will tell you that speak slow or don't speak that fast, don't speak that loudly. So this is how we train. Then art of communication. Sometimes you know too much, but you are not able to communicate. And if you are not able to communicate, you can't be a good lawyer. And then coping with stress. I'm sure that when you participate in a competition, everybody with a lot of stress. So you stress with them. So you also learn how to cope with stress. So tomorrow when you go to the court and appear before Mr. Rati or Mr. Suhoi or anybody else, you will be much more confident. And I can tell you that the judges today are so considerate that they love the younger generation. Sometimes when you go to the court and you have a brief in your hand and tell the honorable judge, sir, I have come for a date. The judge will ask you, have you read the case? And you say, yes, sir, I have read the case. And if you have honestly read the case, you say, okay, argue. And you argue and the judge will give you the relief, which your senior never expected. We in fact took the date believing that you will not get the relief in this case. Judge will say no, relief is granted. All right. Now that's the power of young people and young generation, and they also want that the good people should come to this profession of litigation. Then there is effective writing. You also learn effective writing. Then you should be an effective listener. No, apart from being an effective speaker, you should also be an effective listener. And the art of negotiation. You also learn the art of negotiation, how to negotiate not only in the technical sense, but in the simple sense. So I can go on with these qualities. There are at least 40, 50 of them, which you nurture through any competition which you organize. And I'm extremely happy that this kind of competition has been organized by HPNLU and under the leadership of the able Vice Chancellor and the faculty. My best of luck to you and wish you a very happy Diwali. And of course, crackers free. Crackers free because we are already terrible in there. Thank you very much for inviting me to this program.
For inculcating amongst us the value of these kinds of competitions. Now, we have with us Professor Dr. P.S. Jaswal, Vice Chancellor, SRM University, Delhi NCR, Sonipat. Sir, your name has become synonym with excellence, dedication, and unwavering commitment. Your vision and leadership have transformed our university into a beacon of knowledge and hub of innovation. Your contributions have touched every aspect of our academic journey, and your legacy would continue to inspire generations to come. Your mentorship, guidance, and belief in the potential of each student like us have changed life and forged destinies. Sir has more than 40 years of teaching experience. His area of expertise in constitutional law, environmental law, human rights, and administrative law. Sir has more than 60 papers published in reputed national and international journals and books. His book on environmental law has been cited many times by Supreme Court of India. Sir has many awards as Nehru Centenary British Fellowship Award, University of London, Eminent Great Personality of India, Shahin-Hind Award conferred by Shri Veerbhadra Singh, Honorable Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, Fulbright Fellowship by United States India in Educational Foundation. It's my privilege to invite you, sir, for your presidential.
Guru of Gurus, Professor Ranveer Singh Ji, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Himachal Pradesh National Law University, Professor Nishtha Jaswal, Mr. Divyansh Rathi, Professor S.S. Jaswal, Registrar, Professor Naveen Sirohi Ji, online, dignitaries of the dais, faculty members and very dear students. I am in a real dilemma what to speak, particularly when Guru is present and the better half is also present. The confidence is shattered in their presence. But I start from the first part of this valediction. जब कुल गीत को हम गा रहे थे तो उसमें दो पंक्तियां बहुत ही सुंदर और हृदय को छू जाने वाली हैं। हिमाचल प्रदेश विधि विश्वविद्यालय विश्व गुरु बनना है क्यों ना गुरूर करें। I think Professor Ranveer Singh ji already complimented the Honorable Vice Chancellor of this university for conducting various programs from time to time which has led to the growth of this university in the last few years. I have been associated with this university vicariously through the Vice Chancellor of this university for the last 5 years. And I have seen myself also how the university has been growing and helping the students and the faculty and outside participants to grow in the legal profession. And I am confident that by organizing such types of competition, the growth will continue with leaps and bounds. My best wishes for the growth of this university. Coming to the competition, my first compliment to the faculty, staff, and the coordinator of the center for organizing this mediation competition, and particularly to the participants who participated. Myself and Professor Ranveer Singh, we were sitting in the office of the Vice Chancellor in the morning, and we came to know that the participants were so good in mediation, it was very difficult for them to knock out any of the competing parties or competing candidates since yesterday. Be that as it may, one of the team has to be declared winner. Even I do not know what is the result, but my compliments and congratulations to all the participants who have participated. Professor Nishtha Jaswal, Rathi, and even Naveenji, they all have elaborated that this mediation is nothing but we are looking back into our culture when we used to have a mediation in the form of basic panchayats. Well, it's true. We had this concept of mediation through our panchayats rooted back. But if we study the annals of history, we find a story that mediation is there from biblical times, in the times of King Solomon. King Solomon was once confronted with a problem. The problem was the two ladies came, and both the ladies were claiming the right over a baby. One lady said, "The baby is mine." The other lady said, "The baby is mine." Now it is established fact that two different ladies cannot be the mothers of the same baby simultaneously. So the king was in a fix, but the king's job was to deliver justice, because nothing rankles more in the human mind than the sense of justice. So king used his internal power of delivering justice, and he said, if you both claim the right over the baby, what we do is we divide the baby into two pieces. One half will go to one mother and the other half will go to the other mother. But to be a mother is a dignity of a woman. And when a woman becomes a mother, when she delivers another human being, a child, it is nothing less than a goddess. So, the moment this suggestion came from King Solomon, the real mother, she said, "I want to sacrifice my right. Let the baby go to the other lady." And the other lady said, "No, let the child be divided into two pieces." The king understood who is the real mother, and there he passed the order to give the child to the real mother. This is one of the tactics which sometimes has to be employed by the one who is on the seat of justice. Litigation has been as old as the concept of justice. We have seen how the legal profession has grown. The litigation process has grown. We saw in between the emergence of a legal aid. But I'm reminded of one of the judgments of 1983. I think the latest law has to be used here. And let me tell you, Ratiji, I am a constant follower of latest law act myself. I have been using it. The name of the case was Ranjan Dwivedi versus Union of India, where Ranjan Dwivedi was accused of a murder. He was a young lawyer himself of 30 years. But you know, when once one is accused, he can't have that confidence of defending himself. So he asked for a legal aid at the session court. On the other government side, or the state side, the battery of lawyers of very experienced, of more than 24 lawyers were there. And the session court provided the legal aid with the budding lawyer who had just joined the bar. No, that was the imbalance of justice. Do you think that a budding lawyer who has just joined the bar can compete with the battery of 24 lawyers on the other side? Similarly, when we had the alternate dispute resolution mechanism, when we had or we saw the impact of LPG, I'm not talking about liquefied petroleum gas, I'm talking about liberalization, privatization and globalization. At that point of time, we passed the law of Arbitration Act, that arbitration can be done, conciliation can be done, the mediation escaped the eyes of the parliamentarian at that point of time. But we are glad that our parliament in 2023 has come out with the Mediation Act in specific, and as Mr. Rathi has pointed out, which covers the institutional mediation, and that is very important. But the big challenge, to my mind, which is there before the institutional mediation as well as the trained mediation is, at present as the mediation is working in our country, it is a very big market. For whom? For the retired judges of the Supreme Court and the High Court and senior lawyers. The real problem of a litigation at the grassroots level, from where we have picked up the threads of a mediation, that is the panchayat, that is still there. They are even ignorant about this mediation. So if we want to make the mediation as a tool of justice for all, we have to take it to the grassroots level, not a company which has millions of dollars dispute, and the mediator also gets millions of dollars, and both the parties, the dispute is settled, because the Naveenji very rightly pointed out in his brief address, the businessman's job is to do business. He doesn't want to get into litigation. So businessman is a very intelligent professional. He would like to lose some money also, but he would like to continue with his business. He would not like to involve himself in a litigation, and that is why he prefers the mediation. So one of the challenges for us, before us, is how to give justice through mediation, through mediators at the grassroots level. That is the very big challenge, and I am confident that this issue will be addressed. But at the same time, we must appreciate, and appreciate strongly, that so many young lawyers, so many budding lawyers, they are showing their interest as mediators. Many mediators, qualified mediators, they do not mind taking up the mediation of even ordinary parties. They are not only interested in the senior parties. So that is there. But at the grassroots level, the people are not even aware. But these types of competition, which the Himachal Pradesh National Law University has held, which the faculty members were involved, the students who competed, who participated, who prepared their competition, that will certainly create a sense of awareness and will generate the confidence in them. They will become qualified mediator as per the law, and they will help the cause of justice in the society. With these words, I once again compliment the Himachal Pradesh Law University, और मुझे भरोसा है कि जरूर विश्व गुरु बनेंगे। जहाँ तक कानून की शिक्षा का स्थान है, उसमें अभी भी इस विश्वविद्यालय का नाम है और ये आगे बढ़ेगा। मेरी शुभकामनाएं आप सबके साथ, और एक बार फिर जो विद्यार्थी जिन्होंने पार्टिसिपेट किया इस कंपटीशन में, उनको मुबारकबाद देता हूँ और बधाई देता हूँ। And I would also like to thank Rathi ji and other team of the mediators who took time out of their busy schedule to judge the mediation competition. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, sir. To provide an overview of the event, I would like to invite Dr. Mrityunjay Kumar to present the report summarizing the highlights and achievements of the first Samanvay International Mediation Competition 2023.
Thank you, ma'am. Professor Dr. Ranveer Singh, sir, Professor Dr. Paramjit Singh Jaswal sir, Professor Dr. Nishtha Jaswal ma'am, Professor Dr. Naveen Sirohi sir, Mr. Devans Rathi, and Professor Dr. Yasir Jaswal sir. It's a great pleasure and a privilege for Himachal Pradesh National Law University, Shimla, that you graced the occasion, and this is a great job. This is a tough job for me to conclude this program with providing the insight of today's event and competition. As we are aware, the terminology Samanvay itself, as suggested by our Honorable Vice Chancellor ma'am, refers the idea of compassion. And one needs to raise this question, where is compassion in our law and legal system? Particularly when we have adversarial legal system received from common law system, do we have compassion, or do we treat clients like a file, abstract file, dehumanized abstract file? So in this kind of situation, we are trying to revive our culture, our tradition, our history, which was disconnected when we adopted this common law system in India. And that is what we can call arts of justice, not science or technology of justice. The arts of justice requires healing, compassion, therapy. And what we witnessed in this competition, that the teams participated, when you visualize their sense of, you can say, compassion on their face, and they were smiling and looking at the face of each other and communicating. That communication which was happening is penetrating the heart. That is the milestone of this kind of event, in which students can learn this skill, that how can you reconcile with malign heart. As Rajmohan Gandhi writes in his book, Revenge and Reconciliation, when there is enough revenge, you come to the reconciliation. Mahabharata is a great tales, epics, which talks about revenge culminates into reconciliation. So we have witnessed 24 teams across the globe. All the prominent law schools of India participated. Global Jindal Law School participated. National Law University Singapore participated. And because of this diversity, this event is immensely successful. Why? Because diversity, the exposure of diversity, is great learning teachers. You can learn from the diversified kind of culture and their life world, which is totally different. So when you communicate with different cultural systems, you have possibility to learn something extraordinarily new. And this is the greatest achievement for this competition. And I believe under the leadership of Honorable Vice Chancellor ma'am, we will continue doing this in future, and this is immensely beneficial for the student and participants and all. Thank you so much. I will pass the meeting to
Thank you so much, Dr. Mrityunjay. So, the culmination of this competition leads us to the moment we are waiting for. That is the declaration of results and distribution of certificates. Now I would request Professor Ranveer Singh ji to declare the results.
I will come with the name of the award, name of the university, and the name of the participant. Right? ACI Spirit of the Competition Award goes to Asia Pacific Institute of Information Technology, Colombo. And the names of the participants, I am sure I'll pronounce it wrong. Ruzema Faj, mediator, Rashida Jujair, consul, and Azelia Ramji, client. Best mediation plan, cash prize of 8,000 rupees. Maharashtra National Law University, Nagpur. And the participants were Dhanchari, Nagulwar, Riya Sende, and Shrida Supanwa. The next is the best mediator in preliminary rounds, cash prize of 4,000, Narsi Mohanji Institute of Management Studies, Navi Mumbai. And the participating person is Shavani Malangri. Best negotiation pair in preliminary rounds, cash prize of 8,000 rupees, National University of Singapore. And the participating people were Divans Joshi and Nukjung Hang Rasan. Runners up in mediator, cash prize of 6,000 rupees, Ram Manohar Roya, National Law University, Lucknow. And the Akash Anand was mediator. The runners-up negotiating pair team, cash prize of rupees 10,000, University Institute of Legal Studies, Punjab University, Chandigarh. And those who participated were Ananya Kalia and Aditi Baluja. Best mediator, cash prize of rupees 8,000, University Institute of Legal Studies, Punjab University, Chandigarh. Jasmine Kaur. Best negotiating pair winners, cash prize of 15,000. Jindal Global Law School. Muskan Khatana and Virja Sa. All the best.
I request the dignitaries to distribute the awards and encourage participants for their future endeavors.
Will come forward.
I request Kanishka to call the name of the winners.
We have to leave.
I would like to request the runner of negotiating pairs, Ananya Kalia and Aditi Baluja, to please be present.
Hurry up, hurry up. Next.
I now request the best mediator, Jasmine Kaur from University Institute of Legal Studies, Punjab University, to be present here.
जरा दिया जाए तो बर्तन देना है। Next.
I now request the best negotiating pair from Jindal Global Law School, Muskan Khatana and Rahul Shah, to be present here.
Very good. ले जाओ बेटा। नीचे बैठो। Very good.
एक मिनट बेटा,
Come, come. Good. Thank you all. Okay.
Harshit Kanishka, please.
We also, I hope I'm audible to everybody. We also have internships that have been given to the winners, to the participants, by our respective collaborators, and I'll announce the same. For the teams who have won the ECI Spirit of the Competition Award and the Best Mediation Plan, shall be awarded internships by Excuria International for this year, wherever they want to mediation. Further, for the Best Mediator in preliminary rounds and the Best Negotiating Pair in preliminary rounds, we have internships provided by Mr. Divyansh Rathi sir from IDRC and Mediation. For the runner-up mediators and runner-up negotiating pairs, we have internships provided by Mr. Param Bhamara from Mediate Guru. And lastly, for the best mediators and best negotiating pairs, the Honorable Professor Dr. Naveen Sirohi has provided internships at Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs under the aegis of Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Thank you.
It's now time for us to express our gratitude and extend our sincere thanks to everyone who made this event a success. I request Professor Dr. S.S. Biswal, worthy Registrar of HPNLU Shimla, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Sarita. Professor Ranveer Singh, Honorable Pro-Chancellor, IIL University, Gurugram, Member Body Council and Executive Council at HPNLU Shimla, Professor K. Jaswal, Honorable Vice Chancellor, SRM University, Sonipat, Member Executive Council at HPNLU Shimla, Professor Nishcha Jaswal, Honorable Vice Chancellor of our own university, Mr. Devyan Shadapji, Professor Naveen Sirohi, Dr. Sarita, Director, Center for ATR and Professional Skills, dignitaries sitting of the dais, office bearers of the HPNLU, faculty members, participants, and dear students. After conducting international mediation competition, we have come to an end of this international mediation competition 2023. We are privileged and honored to have Professor Ranveer Singh as the chief guest of this session. Sir, on behalf of the university, we are highly obliged and thankful to you for your We are highly obliged and thankful to you, Professor P. Jaswal, for presiding over this session and delivering presidential address. Thank you very much. We are thankful to Mr. Devyan Shati for presence and gracing the occasion. We are also thankful to Professor Naveen Sirohi. He had joined with us this afternoon. Sir, we are looking forward for your physical visit to HPNLU Shimla. Thank you for presenting this. I extend my sincere thanks to our Vice Chancellor, ma'am. Ma'am, under your able leadership and guidance, we have conducted another international mediation competition and we are achieving milestone and doing very good. Thank you. We are also thankful to all the assessors for giving time to HPNLU Shimla. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Sarita and entire team for the successful conduct of this and Gracias Communication Center for this event. Thank you all of you, please. Thank you. We are also thankful to resource partner, Indian Institute of Corporate Affairs, knowledge partner ex Korea, international tele partner, Media Group, media and outreach partner, SAC Online and Eastern Book Company. Thank you one and all for your presence. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. A big thanks to you and our Vice Chancellor, ma'am, and none other than the team, student team ADR. Thank you so much.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा। विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे। गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे।